to kind of highlight the importance of the least privilege access that we talked about and so forth. Now what I'm going to do is set up a simple hello world application in Node, and that's the application that we are going to run as part of our demo when we package our application into a container and so forth. So what I'll do is I'll make a directory called my app, and I'll just navigate into that directory, and what I'll do is create an application file in there, .js node.js application. So what I'll just do is, since I have that kind of written somewhere because I don't want to redo that, is I will just grab that code and paste it in there. I'm just doing an echo statement to write a file, and then what I'll call that file is my app.js, and then I'll clear that, or we can verify that it exists. I'll do an ls, and you can see my app exists there. And then what I'll do is just open that so we can see if it actually wrote everything the way we wanted it. Perfect. So it's in there. Perfect. And this application, just to explain it, simple application is just going to say hello world. Once we navigate to that, notice we're listed on port 3000. So we'll talk about this when we get to setting up our Docker file, what this port means in terms of exposure, some of the things that we talked about and so forth. So this is great. So that is all good. What I want to do now is create the Docker file, and then we'll take it from there. So perfect. Let me grab that as well too. Like previously, I'm just gonna paste this here so I don't have to type it out, and then actually I'm gonna call it Docker file, and then what I'll do is ls, just to see that it exists. So we see Docker file here. So I'm gonna open up the file, and then I'll explain kind of what we're doing there. So Docker file, perfect. Now just to explain what we're doing in this Docker file, what we're doing here is ideally we're saying from this image we're looking for node version 14, which is specifying the base image that I want my package to derive from. So from node 14 is just saying this is the node version and base image that I wanted to derive from. Remember how we had talked about base images and so forth? So I'm building off of that base image of node version 14. And then working directory is just saying this is the current